Steven gonna be there. I'm looking for the lead. Man up, be a leader. Man up, be a leader. Nobody else setting trends. Everybody bottle the lead. You can't bake on bacon. Boy, I see you tweaking. That's how you feel. Pull out while you're in the streets. Call it how I see. All that talking is not enough. It's the cloud. Don't play. It's the cloud. Don't play with him. Don't play with him. Hey.
You don't play. She fuck with me cause I stay gutter. Slapping my boom, I don't play with her. Fast stop bitch, shorty with the shit top bottom. She built it. It's a go. 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 It's a motherfucking go. Big boy business, I stand on it. I'ma step 100 grand on it. Big homie, I am him. 400, I'm built different. It's a go. It's a go. It's a go. It's a motherfucking go. She fuck with me cause I stay gutter. Keep her hooked to my side like an 8-footer. Drip drop out of that gutter, don't step in that puddle. You'll leave with a stain on it. I am the answer. Problem in that game, go harder and harder. Jumping up the gym, bitch Carter. Don't fish scales, got a whip on the whip, watch it lock up. Sick of these niggas, throw up. These niggas too cut. I'm talking great, they blow up. She hit the fan, they go hold up. Whole lot of fool, I ain't fuck up. Round him, no Bruce, no Shogun. Stepping that bitch, gon' blow that show up. AD&B when I'm stepping on phone up. PG, no question, I'm going. Which shorty right or wrong? I'm usually reclined, but I got time today. Get a fuck nigga right in line. I'm just a street nigga in love with fashion. Using money, weed, controlling traffic. Whether she hit my line back from action, I'm sliding. You gotta know that. She fuck with me cause I stay gutter. Slapping my boom, I don't play with her. Fast stop bitch, shorty with the shit top bottom. She built it. It's a go. 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 It's a motherfucking go. Yeah, big boy business, I stand on it. I'ma step 100 grand on it. Big homie, I am him. 400, I'm built different. It's a go. 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 It's a motherfucking go. Yeah. Let me see pop. Let me see pop. She a chocolate guy. Nigga than a mama. Fuck her, make her holler. Wanna be the boss. Loyalty overall. Got that cooch in my system. I can't help but ball. Like my daddy, Bobby Johnson's son. Know that. There ain't no name. It's in my blood. Know that. Never vote design. Cross speed get lost. Close sales in a whole nigga. Can't go for none. Nigga. Thinking I'm sweet as a patty back up. I'm not like the average guy. So you don't let the designer shit fool y'all. Do y'all come from the bottom? I'm not one of them. I'm a goon at the fool. I go zoo. I'm trying to blend with the rappers and dealer. I used to put the music on the back burner and go chase the back of what the killer. Fucking nigga bitches cooking in the kitchen with chopping down grapes on the dinner plate. Busting down bowls in the back room. Whoa, ready to fuck up the interstate. 20 and money to couple pair. I had to go for the hit the air. And I got 15 for another 50. I said, boom, I come and get it. Yeah, she fuck with me cause I stay gutter. Slapping my boom, I don't play with her. Fast stop bitch, shorty with the shit top bottom. She built it. It's a go. 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 It's a motherfucking go. Yeah, big boy business, I stand on it. I'ma step 100 grand on it. Big homie, I am him. 400, I'm built it. It's a go.
Shoptalk 7 in the building. We up top, but we getting down. It's your boy, Tony Media MONIX.
I am Get This D Smith in the house.
Shoptalk 7, man. Motherfucking Veterans Day. Y'all see the hat. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the veterans,
I got
man.
a load of free meals today. Mess around with this hat.
Discounts everywhere.
Everywhere. I even got a free pair of socks.
Man.
It's all about the socks.
All about the socks,
All
man.
about the socks.
Shout out to the socks.
Chili's held it
Shout
down
out to
today.
whoever gave you socks.
You feel me? Sock man. They still got sock man on the freeway. Like, where'd you serve at, bro? He was a Marine.
The sock man ain't never gonna go out of style, man.
Yeah, but they never should.
You always gonna need socks. Low.
I think they should bring the CD man back.
There's a conversation about artists having tangible goods to sell as opposed to streams.
Records, CDs.
You know, taking it back to that because streams have been robbing the shit out of artists for
especially since these streams have even stopped artists from dubbing tapes that they could just sell, even if it's just for $1.
Yeah.
You get 100 of them off for $1. That's a viable situation.
That's coming home.
You hear me? And people buy a tape just to get you to shut up for $1.
I mean, think about it. You can basically run your own label without a label.
That's a label. Hey, I even take it back to starting a business the old-fashioned way when you send some mail to yourself.
Poor man, copyright.
You feel me? You know. So
Yeah.
All right, y'all, man. Shoptalk 7 in the building. We up top. We get down. We would be remiss if we didn't pay homage.
Got to
our motherfucking SBO.
Got to resident small business owners with us. Showing us support. And showing us support back. That's something right.
And took everything in me to not pronounce the S.
I
was trying not to do plural.
It's okay. Speaking it to existence.
Yeah, there we go. SBOs.
We got space to come.
We're only gonna mention one, but if you want, we'll give you the
There's
the
more
language
space in this hug, baby.
You feel me? We'll tell y'all how to do that after we do this. Shout out Nikki Sleek Design.
Yeah, shout out to Nikki C Designs, man. Nikki Spiller of Nikki C Designs, man. Rocking and rolling with us, man. Y'all know a lot of people was tapping in with Nikki, man. A lot of people want Nikki Spiller drip all over their brand, and y'all see what's going on with our brand. Yeah, y'all see what's happening with the intro. Y'all see what's happening with the music breaks. Come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all see Nikki spilling her drip all over the place. All over the place.
We got Ron
Reed from VNO Podcast. Life Coach Jeff from Redirect, Regroup, Refocus.
Said it right
Reggie moving forward.
It's all the R's.
Moving forward. Reggie moving forward from the nightcap. Right here on Tuesday nights on my radio Chicago from 9 to 11. Who else? TBC Entertainment. TBC Entertainment. TBC Entertainment. Shout out to Shaw Mac, man. Shaw Mac of Freaky Food for Thought. Right here on my radio Chicago, 9 to 11 tonight.
That I believe was on Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
Sundays.
It's
at 6.
I want to say I think I want to say Sunday.
6 to 9.
I want to say Sundays, man. What is it? Evenings with Shy Mac.
Evenings with Shy Mac.
So y'all make sure y'all tap in, man. A lot of people want Nikki spilling their drip all over their brand, man.
Oh, did she work with Dr. J? Well, just by
Dr. J too.
Just by nature of the collab.
Yeah, Dr. J too. And the collab. Like Nikki doing. Come on, man. Nikki spilling drip all over the place.
She's the inventor of the collab. There you go.
If y'all ain't tapped in, I don't know where y'all at. I don't know where y'all at with it, man.
So Sloan talking about, hey, beautiful. You talking about me, baby?
Hey, Sharice, how you doing?
I'll take it. You talking about me? I get it. Nikki talking about what's up, WZUP. Remember that from Martin?
What up, Nick?
What's up? Anyway, man.
What up, Nix?
You hear me? Man, so we appreciate y'all. If you two want to be one of our SBOs, you know where to hit us at. I think we got the emails down here, Shoptalk 7, that we don't. But you can Google, you can put that in Instagram and get to it.
Yeah, you definitely find it.
Go to the website. Our emails are somewhere. I'm gonna go ahead.
They're right there on the bottom of the screen.
The emails? Okay.
No, they're not all of them.
Well, add us.
I tell you what, find something and it's gonna lead you to the rest of it.
I promise. you can add us on one of those on Facebook or Instagram, and you can get to us and we can have a discussion about how we can, as D Smith always said,
add value. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ty Renee in the building. What up, Ty?
She said, "Hello."
What up? What up, Boots, aka Heels? What's going on, baby?
Cypher Sig.
Hey, those we are. Shout out to Cypher Sig, man. Come on there with the oath, man. I see Shop Taylor slipped in here. We already know what time she got to get about here. You know what I'm saying? So we know we got to get to business. Can't be fooling around on Shop Tay's watch.
Well, let me get to this damn music. Actually, I'm gonna go to one of my favorite songs, man. I just feel like letting y'all hear this. Let's sweep it first. Then I'm gonna go to one of my favorite songs, Kiwi Marie with BMD, Bust Me Down. Gotta love a good Kiwi. Gotta love a good bounce sample. New Orleans bounce, man.
Shout out to Kiwi.
Talk 7, y'all. We'll be back in a minute. Let's go.
Key Whistle.
You are listening to Shop Talk 7, Media MONIX. Get this D, My Radio Chicago. Let's get it.
Mark V, that's enough.
Somebody about to be my victim. Got that hit in my system. Somebody about to be my victim. I got that hit in my system.
Whoa! Oh, yeah.
Yo. Kiwi, this song dedicated to all the good ladies. You gotta tell these what? Bend me over. Put me down. Put me down. Bend me over. Yo.
Yo, I love a mean on the hood. Type only dropping money isn't good. Only argue with them when you say I'm being crazy. Always treat me good, never give it to me lazy. That is amazing, got me crawling on the floor for it. The type of make a go to war for it.
make it go. Bounce it up and down and all around you, make it go.
Yo, got that on me, boy, stop playing with me. Good too, that's really why you laying with me. Bend it over, get behind it, go crazy. Boy, slut me out, don't try to fuck me like a lady. Got that on me, boy, quit playing with me. The head top tier, that's really why you stand with me. Bend me over, get behind it, go crazy. Bust me down, baby.
Bend me over, yo, bust me down, bust me down,
And to my niggas that good, make them bad. Don't let her touch you if she say she ain't giving head. Know your worth, king, that don't deserve you. Never ever let a basic come disturb you. And to my ladies with that top tier gut, if he ain't dropping cash first, then he can't fuck. What's worse, a broke or a clown? Gotta have your bag up to bust me down. Go. Real know what that good could do to him. We don't, cause that good new crown. Still king with that wear the crown. Give me that, bust me down.
Baby, drop, baby, don't.
All right, I see you, Will.
Hey, man, I can't try to talk to these niggas, man. Matter of fact, man, hey, Tina, we finna keep this shit short. Watch this. I ain't trying to talk, I'm too busy cashing checks. Riffing on the net make me think that you the feds. I got 20 on my neck, but I put 50 on your head. Shorty said she want a baller, she don't want creative players. This shit ain't no surprise, but we playing with this paper. We moving motorcade. You would think I was the mayor. If a nigga cross the line, we gon' send him to his maker. I don't even give a fuck, so don't ask me for no favors. This shit a 5.7, I can't help it, I'm a racer. They hit the lights behind us, buckle up, they finna chase us. Catch them with their pants down, you know we finna spank them. Everybody gon' think they gangster till they hit them once they face. And all that money you was posting, why that PD on your case? All these VVs in my bracelet, hell, watch us down the face. I can't even tell the time, so much ice be in the way. I'm a bottle after bottle, what's that Gucci out of? Come and serenade, baby, come and keep it with a bitch. We can't fuck hoes as a team, we can't fuck some Jimmy Choos. Take my host to Johnny Dang, pocket full of blues up a roll, it ain't no cream. That shit ain't no, this bullshit is all I bleed at. But come with a switch and that switch come with a beam. A nigga think the wrong thing and I'ma kill a nigga dream. What's a dream? Terminator, I switch a nigga scene. Bring that drum of TNT and you gon' score on ABC. I got love for all the G's, but they know I'm a big OC. Ain't no nigga in this city ever did no shit to me. We don't need no get back, cause we are in the lead. How the fuck they get compared to me and they can't even compete? Why the fuck they pocket watching them get money in my sleep? These niggas think we beefing, but ain't did no shit to me. Cross the line and I'll be at your granny church every week. I forgive them for they sins, they not to come to you and me. A nigga play the nigga gon' lay until he died, ain't no sleep. I don't need no get back, cause we too far in the lead. These niggas think we beefing, but ain't did no shit to me. Cross the line and I'll be at your granny church every week. For they sins, they not to come to you to me. A nigga play the nigga gon' lay until he died, ain't no sleep. Pocket watching nigga money in my sleep. These niggas think we beefing, but ain't did no shit to me. They compare to me and they can't even compete. Yeah, you already know.
New Nooses, Cypher Sick, Rap Religion. Let's get it.
We about to do this. Hey,
thing. Not just a cameo, I'm a whole thing. Rapping is my religion, and it's right here is a whole hymn. Fish need to get away to quick because I'm a whole gym. I'm different. You pointing fingers, I'm out here pointing whole limb. No carbs, track four, it's no smoke. You won't want it, I'm a gunner on my drama, no joke. Bars be like blades coming out of nowhere, slicing whole throats. Cut off your circulation in these streets, I'm a whole stroke. Couldn't be more transparent, I'm like a fucking window. You have me high innuendos, cause you don't want innuendo. I come harder than Jada Fire. I fuck these instrumentals, my pistol cold. Got bitches pulling out pistols with pistols. Be a nuisance or a career hoe, we both stay on active. We professional goers, ass showers, yep. We master this, having to be an academy of other rappers' embarrassments. Ever since that magic hit, I've been out here abracadabra shit. Cadaverous bitches and needed some niggas be eggshell, and I ain't having it. Don't get me fucked up, twisted or backwards. Disastrous. I'm a beast with this rap shit. Pocket pressure immaculate. Game has zero lagging in. Money attracting magnet. Too much for the industry. Go ahead, get that established. Cycle drummer, classic shit. Bad gone, run it back a bit. Just wanted to show my ass quick. Forever rep my city. Whoever you are, wherever you from, bitch, you can't fuck with me.
Yeah. Nah, they can't fuck with me. Real members fuck with me. Some niggas know what's up with me. Like a bumblebee. Ain't trying to figure out what is it. Nah, they can't fuck with me. Real members fuck with me. Some niggas know what's up with me. Legendary, all we do is play history. This rap shit, our religion, God bless the history. Stick up in the illest from the get-go. Smoking premium, got more gas than a stick-go. I'm a heat-seeking missile. Aimed at your window, full speed ahead, about to detonate and explode. Had your bitch, had your money, and your valuable. These other rappers stopping me is so laughable. Let me drop a couple gems while I'm passing through. Stay militant, always keep your moves tactical. Control your emotions and think practical. How can you defeat me when I'm surpassing you? It's lyrical suicide, sending shots in your rhymes. Stay in traffic like a Uber ride. I'ma see you in due time. You pop your flu at a time. Been up for days, still on the grind. Waiting years for this moment in time. Shining bright cause the stars align. In the double XL that Rolling Stone. Going hard, ain't no going home. Take my rightful place on the throne. Tell the peasants leave me alone. Bad bitch like me alone. Give a long dick when we alone. It's like a hip hop sheet code. So the rap game finito. I took it back like a repo. Blowing up like C4. Fire flames, speed to hit the booth and have a heat stroke. Yeah. Nah, they can't fuck with me. Real members fuck with me. Some niggas know what's up with me. Name bustin' in the streets like a bumblebee. Ain't trying to figure out what is it. Nah, they can't fuck with me. Real members fuck with me. Some niggas know what's up with me. All we do is make history. This rap shit, our religion. God bless the history.
No sense. Life was sick. From the west side to the low end. We get down in Chicago.
Shoptalk 7 in the building. We up top, we get down. It's me, Media MONIX in the building.
Man, get this D Smith in the house.
We up top, but we get down, man. That was in the on the motherfucking joint. First one played was Kiwi Marie with Bust Me Down. I always throw singles when she performed that.
Shout out to
Sometimes
Kiwi
she performs it just for me.
Did she sing that at the Piazza
I don't know. I hope she did.
this weekend? Shout out to everybody that performed over at the Waka Flocka. At the Waka
I
Flocka
was supposed
joint,
to be
man.
that, man. The damn doctor had me in the house.
Yeah.
I won't
went
miss the
down.
next one because apparently they're gonna be performing there.
It went down. It went
You
down.
was there?
No, but I done seen the pictures.
Oh man, yeah. I heard. I heard Kiwi had a beautiful mishap.
Uh-oh.
Wonderful mishap.
Shout out to Kiwi and the mishaps, man.
Thank her so much for the mishap. You know, ain't nobody mad at the mishap.
Then we hit y'all with C Stacks, man. I ain't trying to talk. Shout out to the boy C Stacks, man. He came through here on a Review Friday, last Friday, along with him, D2G, Cypher Sig. That was dope. But yeah, man. Ran this to the review ringer, man. And yeah, I see where it's at. Shout out to the boy C Stacks, dog.
And the next one we had Dad featuring Nuisance of Psychodrama.
Yeah.
And the boy
Cypher Sig.
Shop Sick.
Shout out to the boy Shop Sick, man, with Rap Religion. This new Nuisance snapped the hell out on this
That
shit.
new sense. I'm glad to hear it from her. Like we were saying on Friday, I needed that from her.
Yes. We already knew what Cypher's gonna do. but I was definitely refreshed to hear that from Nuisance, man. So shout out to the homegirl Nuisance on that one, dude, because they japped on that one.
That was definitely fresh.
Killed that shit.
You know what I'm
Can
saying?
we get a little applause for that? Shit. Yeah. Nuisance.
The next step, we're going to be talking about the message or the tone. Which one matters more? Revisited. But before we do that, we're going to go to this music break in about 3 minutes. I'm going to talk about the election, man. You know, y'all saw what happened. The people spoke, I guess, or they picked him already, however that works.
No, the people picked him.
That's what they're saying. Donald Trump, the orange one, is back in office.
The orange one.
The orange one.
Orange.
He's orange as fuck.
Orange.
I'm, you know, personally, I ain't really mad about it because I don't remember the last time the president affected my ability to thrive. Personally, I don't know that much. I don't like the look of it though. I like some of the stuff he's saying. The little clips I've seen, like I ain't gonna say it on here because I want to get canceled. I don't feel like getting canceled today. But you know, but I just don't like the look of it. You know what I'm saying? It's him. He just got convicted of a felony.
A few.
Convicted of felonies.
Yeah, a couple.
He speaks felonies.
Yeah, it's Felinesian.
He's felonies.
It's Felinesian.
Felinesian, Felinesian.
Felinesian.
We'll
Yeah.
figure out how we want to pronounce it. But niggas can't get a job at McDonald's because of a felony.
He's Felinesian.
You know, I mean, they got much better programs for felons now. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to act like there aren't like good programs for felons. I've seen some felons get on their feet. They got trades for them and everything.
This is Trump. He's a different type of felon.
Yeah, but he's an orange felon. Like orange is the new Trump. I don't know. It's a lot of people saying though that we're doomed. Why do you think people saying we're doomed? Because that's a strong statement. That's saying it's over.
And I'm one of those people too.
Okay.
Here's why. Because everything that we were raised to believe our politics stood for or our government stood on, we now see is really bullshit. So all this Constitution, all this, two houses, the House of Representatives, the Congress, and the judicial branch, like all these different. We really thought all this mattered. We really thought we put all these people in place, and they're supposed to prevent certain things from happening. So the idea that somebody who's been impeached twice. You shouldn't have made it to the presidency the first time. You were disqualified to make it the first time, but for some weird reason, you got pushed through it with the media's help. They helped to sway voters and kind of dull the impact of, grab him by the pussy. Oh, we had a person who actually said that on TV, but if anybody else said that, it'd be a problem. But it's okay. He's a reality star. He's not a politician. He's different. It's like, let him go. He's not going to do things traditionally.
Stuff like that have canceled people.
So again, what are we doing? So all the fail safes that they put in place that are supposed to keep criminals from becoming president are no longer there. So it's like, what the hell are we really talking about here? The dude did everything you can possibly do to be disqualified as a presidential candidate, as a leader of the free world. He's done everything you could possibly do except get caught with drugs. What can you believe in? How can you honestly look at this and I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
maybe my common sense is failing me.
No, it's not failing. Well, no, your common sense isn't failing you, but common sense fails to matter. It seems like you know what I'm saying? It fails to matter.
Is bad.
It's
that's bad.
But I think
like and not to cut you off, but just to add this little piece to it.
Yeah.
Think about the era that was literally ushered in. You get what I'm saying? We're at a place where it's like he made so many things okay just by being present. His presence okays a lot of bullshit that we supposedly had decor for. How you meet with foreign leaders, how you handle classified information, how you deal with Congress, how you deal with certain bills being passed, how you use your veto power, all kinds of different things.
You look at the president or whoever was in office and be able to say, "Oh, it's a gentleman right there." At minimum, it's a gentleman. Maybe they racist, I don't know. but it's a gentleman. There was a way, there was a decorum, like you said.
At least he handles himself in the world
right
a certain way on behalf of the country. Even if you're full of shit here, at least when you go overseas, people ain't laughing at.
Like to me, presidents always look player to me.
They should.
They always look player to me. Like, you know, whether I agree with the politics, I didn't know nothing about politics most of my, you know, all my young life. But when I got, you know, a little older, I started paying attention. I read this book about John Claude Anderson called Powernomics. And it kind of broke down a lot of things that deals with the way I actually see politics today, why I don't take it as serious, especially national or international politics like the White House. Because to me, all they are really is just foreign affairs people. That's why I can't pay too much attention to it. That's why I made the statement. I don't remember the last time the president has affected my ability to thrive. Because they playing to me, it seems like that they're playing a foreign affairs game. Like local politics, which is what I'm near, don't got shit to do with the president. You know, they can affect it now. Don't get me wrong, but it doesn't seem like they really affect it. It's just it's an interesting look when you go overseas though. And well, from what I heard, I haven't been overseas since I got out the Navy. And when I got out the Navy, I believe 2018, not Biden. Who was the president in 2018?
2018, no, 2018?
16 to 20 was Trump.
Oh shit. Wow.
I was glad. Shout out to the chat, Bad, the producer in the chat.
Shout out to Bad, man. Shout out to the guy. I see you, boy. Good looking. Boy, say something, man. Say something, man. I see you.
Invite us to Memphis or something.
I see you, Jovi.
Give us some barbecue.
What's good, man?
But Chad, you know what I'm saying? Like, say, yeah, Trump, 16 to 20. So I got out. I retired from the Navy. I was glad I didn't have to go on deployment while he was the president. I didn't even want to see what that's like. But obviously, it's mostly still safe because my guys, I ain't heard no stories about stuff going bad overseas. But yeah, man, I just can't take politics, especially on a national scale, serious. I think people coming together is much better politics than worrying about the state or the city or the White House. It's much better shit we could be doing. Numbers always matter, and if we take care of ourselves, we'll be fine. But you know that don't be happening as much as we'd like to see, at least.
It's such a mind fuck though. And
they sold us a bad bill of goods.
And I'm speaking from experience. When I decided to jump down and really put my face into politics and really like get to it, it's very, very interesting because it's really psychology. All it is really is psychology and marketing.
The Boys, you remember The Boys?
Literally.
Have you seen The Boys?
Yes.
That's what this reminds me.
Yes.
Of. Superheroes are in this case politicians.
That's literally
that they're running numbers on for marketing.
That's literally it is.
I feel like the whole idea of the president,
who's more likely to be likable,
is I feel like the whole point of the president right now, any national politics, is so the news can have something to do. The draws in for ad money. Is the whole presidency to me, national politics is about ad money for news outlets.
There's so much money involved in it. Like think about the whole process of the political process, right? Two people or more, let's say a group of people, they spend about a year campaigning, going from state to state, telling everybody how trash the other people are. Everything, right? Everything, whatever dirt they could find, even if it ain't true, they throw it out there until there's only two of them left, and then these two trash each other, right? Get everything out. Anything that wasn't in the early rounds of the campaign comes out the later rounds, right? And then at the end of that, these two have to come together and agree to support the party after doing all this damage and all this optical bullshit in terms of campaign ads and all this other stuff that they've put into the ethos, all this poison, all this misdirection, all this misinformation. And then we got to come together and be locked arms against the other party who just did the same exact thing.
Like and then you go back to being a senator, you just trashed the boss, but you need to keep your job too. It's interesting. It's full of crap. That's why.
And don't even add in the ads and the money behind it, like pharmaceutical companies, oil companies, real estate.
Yeah, they lied to us, but that's not very new. But we'll be back, man. We're gonna get to the conversation about tone versus the message. We got a couple of different dives to do into that.
Oh yeah. Tone versus tone. Is it tone versus the message, or is it what is it? What's the actual question?
the message or the tone revisited.
Message or the tone. Okay.
Which one is more important?
Message or the tone. Okay, yeah, let's talk about that.
We're gonna take those angles that we talked about.
Let's talk about that. I got some more take on that.
We're gonna come back at this time. This point is gonna be a short music break, man. We'll be right back. I got Don Martin coming up next.
Shout out to boy Don Martin, man.
We play that one in a little bit.
Let's get it.
Shoptalk 7, y'all. Let's go.
See you, chef. Boy meets girl. Boy thinks he perfect. Girl don't pay him no mind. Girl don't think he worth it. He try to get the know, but she see what's on the surface. He know one day it happen. He know that be certain. Time goes past in this 9th grade class. Got her eyes on the jocks, and he never gets a glance. He knows that he be perfect, so he barely understands. He never shares it with his friends, cause they barely understand. In the back of the class, writing, professing his love for her. If he ever got the chance, the things that he was for. Anything that she desired, he tried to lit it up for. Boy, he walked and gave her a note, and she ignored him. Tried the best to get her attention, and then she scored them. Homies, they just kept her and laughed. They tried to ward him. They know how to face rejection. Shattered him with deflection. Bitch, you ain't the cute anyway, but the feelings don't dissipate. He just sits and he listens, searching for ways he can demonstrate his love and affection. Borderline recession. Watching as she worked, not paying no minor lessons. The lesson was a speech, and she was the one presenting. The girl got a new man now when you present him. What this nigga got that I don't? It should have been him. Kissing in the hallway all day kinda irksome. Why she never think about him and how I hurt? Girl was actually oblivious, wasn't sensing his sentiments. The fact he lacked attention, it started affecting his temperament. Started dishing in class, it started noticing the tentative. Boy was getting delusional, man is working like Rubik's Cube. The love I got mature, why she think it's so new for you? What do I gotta prove to you? All these niggas who students. Why you don't love me like I love you? Your feelings are hibernation. I'm waiting for them to come through. Damn, I wish that you would notice me. Got me watching where hopelessly listen to Pandora. It started to play. It was his favorite artist. He listened what he gotta say. Mom busted in the room. Got a call from the school. Heard you in this in classes. You finna get your ass. Made him turn around and started giving them lashes. They was back at school in the back of the room. Like that was the eerie feeling. Like someone was feeling alone. Was it calm for the storm or was everything normal? Having comments with friends, laughing and acting cordial. Couldn't see it with Africans. He was thinking about Africans. He was thinking about her. He was thinking about God, the nigga that's in his way, the one that she spent the time, the one that he was wise, the plan that he had to advise. He was showing a smile, but he was plotting in silence. He could die in the plane crash, make it look like the pilot. Fuck it, just make it simple. Cut him off while he's driving, get him walking from home. Yeah, catch it right then. Get him plotted all out. Fuck it, the nighty night friend got a tap on the shoulder, was hurt. She wanted to talk. You know, a couple weeks ago, sorry I blew you off. After you left the room, I got the letter that you tossed. It was nice, it was cute. Was it really from you? Was it really how you feel? Was it really the truth? Yeah, it would be okay if I wasn't sure. But if you stop the love letters, well, then we could be full. You finally had a shot, and then his mouth was over cotton. He was getting nervous, started making them noxious. She like, snap out of it, talk to you later, got it there. He was still in the trance. He was still in his head, like the only way he could have it. The nigga she was dead. It was cousin was a banker. He went and asked for something. His cousin just handed it over. He ain't asking for nothing. Got it back to the crib. Started practicing name. Finger squeezing the trigger. See what it be like to bang. Thinking about all the kiddies and the pumped up kicks. What it be like to squeeze till it's dust in the clip. He was finally prepared. Was having a fair, sure that they be going, so we just follow them there in the tunnel with love. Let's just rattle the air.
Every day. Listen, I'm early at 4 in the morning, preparing myself for the day. I pray and bathe and say to myself, stay focused, maintain. I gotta get paid. It's easy for me to come out of the thing. But the problem with that is my patience in dealing with those in the game. You never can tell these days with the ways and rules and regulations change. They ain't the same. These people are wired, snitching and lame. Used to be honor amongst the thieves, but now no one can be trusted. We get too complacent with things, take your foot off the gas when you get busted. Many don't ask if you cool, they laugh. Them suckers be mad from the start. They envy your swag, whatever, but won't go and get it. They all have it hard. All this it takes is a spark for me to keep my family from starving. I'm doing a lie, I'm doing whatever it takes. We have a problem.
problems. They say that it comes with the money. Oh well, I cross that road if need be. If the load is too heavy, I live with the strength of the Lord to need me. Get in a cat, walks on one crowd, complaining will do me no good. Never stop fighting. You do whatever you can to get out the hood. Every day I wake up thinking, gotta get paid. Too many on the shade, making the love for decisions I made. So when I pray, I wake up thinking, gotta get paid. Too many throwing shade, making the love for the blessings he gave. Take a good look in the mirror, dog. You recognize what you're seeing. You deeper inside, she tickling high to reevaluate the scenery. My rhymes are not about punchlines. I get to the point with my speeches. Recalculate every wrong move I make. When y'all play ain't facetious, no games. So I make cash with culture, no flash and the flows, and I stay in my lane. For my stash, I often get nasty. And you people filling up coffins. I cut my losses. I ain't got nothing to prove to you with your causes. Did you better? I'm leaving you better for my channel or someone finding you flawless. It's for my people who see the bigger picture, go and get paid and prosper. And keep it moving. Always straight ahead because the devil is watching. Until my flawless fall is raising glass to keep with the hustle. Make no mistake about it, don't be trying to get paid, but they ain't accustomed. There's no discussion. I get the busting the people for each of the fam. If it's a pound of weed, this I'm selling that thing by the gram. And I ain't trying to live the rest of my life broke, I'll be damned. I'd rather hustle than sit on my struggle, and that's a sweet being a man. Every day I wake up thinking, gotta get paid. Too many on the shade, making the love for decisions I made. So when I pray, I wake up thinking, gotta get paid. Too many throwing shade, making the love for the blessings he gave. Every day I wake up thinking, gotta get paid. Too many on the shade, making the love for decisions I made. So when I pray, I wake up thinking, gotta get paid. Too many throwing shade, making the love for the blessings he gave.
Shop Talk 7 in the building. We on top. We get down. It's your boy Tony Media MONIX.
I am Get This D Smith in the house.
This is Shop Talk 7 motherfucking radio.
Real quick, shout out to the soundtrack, baby. Shout out to the soundtrack, man.
On the soundtrack. First one we had up was Don Martin with Boy Meets World.
Shout out to Don Martin,
that
man.
Was one of them joints that was he got a part 2 to that as well.
Shout out to Don Martin. Don Martin built up quite a catalog. Quite a catalog, man.
Keep fucking around. I'm gonna put out a mixtape using
quite
his music.
A catalog.
I'm just saying. Shop Talk 7 presents Don Martin. You ain't even know it. Nah. Then the next one, you know, was the last song we had.
With Don Walker, man.
Don Walker,
we
heard spent that one in a little bit. Well, I haven't heard it spent in a little bit.
Don Walker got a new joint coming out too. Yeah. Shit, man. Man, shout out to the boy Don Walker, dog. Shout out to Don Walker, boy.
So we're gonna get into this topic before we get to the 8 o'clock hour, at which point we're gonna bring y'all some more music. Probably gonna hit y'all with that dub first.
Yeah,
but
some dub. Yes, it's dub going.
So we have this topic right here. It's on the thing. So I'm gonna hold on. I don't be pointing at it right. How do I?
Yeah, it's inverted. It's opposite. There you go. It's opposite.
Gotta use the left hand.
Yeah. So if you want to hit the right, one point to the right, point to the left.
The message or the tone, revisit it. Revisit it, obviously, right? Because we.
No, point to the right. Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna get this mic in my way. That's the problem. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah. All
right, there we go.
I'm glad I kept my nails.
We got our directions good now. We straight.
We're good. We're geographically sound on here on Shop Talk 7.
That's good.
So the tone of the message revisited, right? We talked about this. We talked about this before. Is it better? Is it more important to watch how you say something, or is the message more important than how you said it? Right? Mm-hmm. Mixed reviews. It could have went either way, right? But recently, I heard something from Wallow, and then D Smith got another angle on it as well. He was talking about how you can't say nothing to nobody because you can't keep it real. So she a hoe, he a hoe, he a hoe.
Mm-hmm.
We got to say that. Hey, this is what you are. We don't need to be. He's saying that we don't need to be like, well, look, I think maybe if you just calm down your activity
sparing
a bit,
sparing
feelings, as opposed to just, hey, no, you fucking up.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that. That's not okay. We don't got enough of that. We got a whole lot of don't judge people, and I get that to a degree, but at the same time, shame has a place in the world. That's why it's fucking here. So some people need to be shamed, so so another person knows not to do that. Maybe they know not to do it again.
And shame is judgment.
And I put this solely on our peers. Parents should have dealt with it, right? But now it's the peers. We're grown.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the peers got to be like, no, don't cheat on your wife, nigga. What is you doing? I am gonna make that my business. I got wind of it, nigga. You ain't helping society right now by fucking up your home.
Or you ain't taking care of your kids like you should.
You did what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, don't leave her, bro, or don't leave him, sis. It's not, you know, we condone these things.
Or y'all need to talk this out. Y'all finna shoot and come to guns over some bullshit when y'all niggas need to just hash this shit out.
But instead, you know, in society, we just promote the toxicity. Period. If I hit period one more fucking time, it's rarely about something positive. You know what I'm saying? Period, poo, and do. Now they saying that shit now. But you know what I'm saying? But it's not all the time, but it's commonly about the negative side of it, the not so positive side of it. We're promoting the breakups. They got divorce lawyers. They don't have stay together lawyers.
Stay together lawyers.
They don't have stay together lawyers. I seen a fucking video that keep catching me too. It's an ad on Facebook where this guy comes in talking about the problem with your marriage is you're trying to save it. I'm like, what the motherfucker?
What sense does that make? What? Trying to save it should.
What, you know, he's actually saying something that makes sense, but the way he said it was crazy. What he's saying is that as a man, you're focused, you're trying to save your marriage instead of taking care of the first thing, which is focusing on you, which is make sure you're straight. Because otherwise you're saving the marriage.
Okay, so you put an oxygen mask on the marriage instead of
you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Like this ain't the marriage ain't like the airplane where, well, it is like the airplane. You put the mask on yourself first.
Mm-hmm.
If the cabin pressures drop in, then you can save the baby. So a lot of us just get, and I think what happens when we're fixing the marriages is what we're doing is we're setting a bad tone. We're catering to the bullshit as opposed to let me get me together in this situation. And but that's another place where we having a sugarcoat. I can't just say wife. No, I don't fucking like that. We're not. Let's not do that. And yeah, it's just based on the fact that I don't like it. Let's fucking not do that or let's compromise. But we got to sugarcoat it, and it's softening. To a degree, it's softening the stance.
What's jumping out at me is social contracts have been signed
all the time. There we go.
That's what's like popping out at me, like boom, boom, boom. That's hitting me upside the head. Somewhere along the line, we have gotten to a place where we have consented to so many social contracts, at least when it comes to judging each other. And I think a lot of this comes from
as if judgment doesn't have its place.
Right. So I think this is a compound thing. Poor people don't want to be judged. And then there are rich people who don't want to judge poor people because like they're poor, they don't, you know.
Have mercy on them, give them some grace.
But then there's a middle class like, well, I gotta bust my ass, so I'm not giving shit to this poor nigga and fuck these rich niggas. So the judgment is gonna go both ways. Even poor people judging each other. So it's like this judgment thing is just kind of all over the place.
It's interesting. The rich people have to give as a principle.
They should.
You don't get rich. You don't get rich without giving somewhere.
Got to. You have to.
You don't get rich without it.
Even if you
it's like that for y'all. It's like the law of the universe.
Yep.
Like it's the law of fucking finance in America, right? You gotta give that shit up to somebody, or you're gonna get taxed real hard.
So
you know what I'm saying?
It's a lot going on with that, man. So I think a lot of people have opted to not rock the boat a lot, which keeps you from saying what needs to be said, which keeps you from considering other people's feelings over yours. It definitely keeps people feeling entitled to not be told certain things a certain way. Like people that get mad at you for telling the truth, and you just telling the truth. You're not, there's no harm in it. But because it's the truth, it takes a different tone in the way they hear it. So they'll be offended at the fact that you said it. You know what I'm saying? Like people hear defensively is what I mean.
I hear this a lot, but don't say it though.
Well, you have to say it like that. Why you say it like that?
I said something to my lady friend. She's probably gonna kick my ass for saying this on the radio, but we were talking about something. It was general. It wasn't about her in particular. I mentioned that women, right? I'm just talking about how women are, because I want to keep it a buck with women about how we think they are. And I think what I got to say about it, it represents some portion of the male population, right? Mm-hmm. So I said, the thing about women is, if you give them a little, they'll give you a lot. If they fuck with you.
Yeah, I agree.
And she was like, wow, it's just the fact that you said it. You know what I'm saying?
But that's true.
Yeah, it's true. But it just shows you that that's an example of how a lot of people, they don't want the truth they don't want the truth of their mishandlings put in front of them. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to seem powerless. They don't want to seem stupid, even though a lot of the stuff ain't about stupid or dumb or smart. It's just some shit. It's just the way it is. Our nature takes us where it takes us, and we have to figure out which parts of our nature we want to fight for the sake of balance. You know what I'm saying? But they don't want you to say these things, or they don't want you to say, hey, you broke because you fucked up. You're depressed because you're running away from, and this not go for everybody, but some people, you're depressed because you're running away from problems you created. Like some people are running from their own problems and calling it depression. Now you want to jump off a bridge because you don't want to face your fears.
Yeah.
And when the truth is, and I please forgive me, I'm not trying to advocate self-harm, any harm of any harm on any frequency. But what I'm saying is, really, you just got to keep that shit a buck with yourself up front. Then you'll never fall behind on keeping it real, because it get harder and harder to keep it real the more you don't keep it real.
Yep. The more you bite your tongue, the harder it is to actually say something.
So you can't say shit to nobody. They don't even say it to themselves.
So if you're not telling yourself certain things, or you're coddling yourself in certain ways, there's no way in hell you're gonna be able to hear that from somebody else. No way in hell.
If I could admit to myself that I've been a piece of shit, if you come to me and say, man, you've been a piece of shit, I'm gonna be like,
you know what?
You know what? Yeah. I feel you, bro. I gotta let you get that off. Like we've had conversations last couple of weeks about things I need to do. I know I ain't fucking did it, so I got to sit there and do it. I got to take that.
Not everybody can do that. That triggers a physical response, and just about everybody.
It triggers me too, but it's like at the same time.
But you have to have a certain
player
level
shit.
Of,
it's like, you
have to have a certain level of self-awareness to absorb that and put it where it needs to be.
And I gotta eat that every time until I get it right.
Some people can't do that because they feel like it becomes an attack. And in some ways, it can be, depending on how it's delivered.
It is an attack, because what you're doing there in that instance, you're attacking bullshit.
You're attacking bullshit.
You gotta attack bullshit. Hey, cut it out. And really, you loving on me.
And sometimes that's really the case.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's really the case. That makes so much sense. And it is an attack. It's an attack on your bullshit.
Yeah,
that's why I feel that way.
You don't handle bullshit lightly. Let me just piece this.
Bullshit. Yeah.
Rip that shit down.
Yeah.
And if you can acknowledge that you've been bullshitting, or you full of shit right now.
Yep. That's the reason why. Like, you ever had somebody get mad at you for catching them cheating? Like, you ever heard that? You ever heard of people who like,
why you looking through my phone?
What you looking for? Yeah. That kind of situation where the person gets upset that you stumbled upon their shortcomings. So they're upset that you see it.
So you saying I'm lying?
You see what I'm saying?
Yes, you're lying.
When you point out something, like when you point out something that they think they're hiding, sometimes that triggers a response. You know what I'm saying? So when people want to hide their bullshit and they don't expect nobody to see it, and then you see it, you can become a threat real quick. So people will react to that sometimes. So you definitely gotta be careful. It's tone versus message. Shit. I don't know if that's the question at this point. I think the question should be, who's the personality in taking that?
What do you mean?
Like, for example, message or tone. We can't control either, right? So it's really incumbent on us to be able to sift through that.
So now you're dealing with emotional intelligence.
So again,
I'm understanding that that's a buzz phrase now, but you could be coming at me wrong. Emotional intelligence dictates an understanding that if I fight fire with fire, it's just a bigger blaze. So even though you're coming at me, unless I feel unsafe or some shit, it's probably best if I just, okay, you deal with the matter. Then I'll ask you okay? You know what I'm saying? I'll address the other shit after we deal with the matter.
Right.
But we'll deal with the tone first. Hey, who the fuck you talking to? Now we're further away from resolution.
Depending on who you're talking to. Because sometimes
if I address the tone first,
right? Because
we're further away from resolution. Like we're now not dealing with resolution because I'm fucking worried about how you said it.
That's true.
They don't even want to deal with it though.
Right, but depending on who you're talking to, like I said earlier, who was intaking that might check them. You know what, bro? Yeah, you're right. I forgot who I was talking to.
Yeah, right. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with a good. Hey, watch how you talk to me.
All right, nigga.
I'm
just saying. Nigga,
but I got
you know, right?
You
end up diffusing it, but you still bring it closer to the resolution because you kind of checked it in the door. So
we don't need to do it like that.
So fire for fire can be used, but it's like again that self-awareness.
Well, depending on how you do it, that could be water on fire.
Right.
Like if it's like, hey, I hear you, but we don't need to do it like that way.
They say the way to stop a forest fire is to burn the grass in front of it, so that.
But it's on the other individual to not bring more fire.
True.
Not pour more gas on it.
Or to know how to do that, but that depends on how you communicate and who you're talking to,
and to be able to acknowledge, okay, damn, I don't have the right to talk to an adult this way. So, all right, I've been warned. I've been made aware.
And check the space you're coming from too.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you may have something built up, or you may want to say something, but that person don't have a clue what your perspective is when you bring it to them. So you bring it to them, and it may be foreign. There may be some new shit to them, but to you, it may be like, oh shit, it's been going on for a minute. How you ain't see it?
Yeah, like if I know this person love me, I got some grace for them.
Mm-hmm.
And if I tell them children they don't, they must really got something on them.
Right.
So now I'm just listening because I'm all about conflict resolution. I'm all about de-escalating. If that other person can't, and I'm aware that this is happening, it's my job now. I feel like at least it's my job to de-escalate now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Even though the tone kind of wild, I got to be mature enough to
absorb it
and still hear what the person is saying, and I can deal with the tone later. I might just call you tomorrow. Hey, bro, look, if we're gonna communicate, let's just not do it that way.
Yeah, but I thought about what you said,
and boom, boom, boom.
So there's a practice called build up, break down, build up. 3 B's, right? And it's a way of motivating people.
That sounds like pimping.
Kind of.
Tell her she's beautiful, break her down, and build her up again.
Yeah. But it does have its place in the world, especially with dealing with sensitive situations and sensitive topics and conversations. You know, there's a way to draw people in, kind of break down whatever the barrier is, and then have them leaving still feeling like they can communicate, as opposed to leaving defeated.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And walking away with a question mark, like, I don't know if I want to even have this conversation again. Or I don't know if I want to talk to this person again at all. You know? So you have to definitely be aware of how you're communicating, what your output is, and what your goal is in the communication.
If you want to communicate with this person going forward, it is very helpful to leave them feeling empowered.
Yeah.
At the end of the conversation.
Yeah. Don't leave them feeling defeated.
Even if it's hey, I still love you, bro. Come here.
Right.
I still love you, sis. Come here. You know, let's have a drink now.
If you care,
nachos.
If you care about that, you'll do what it takes to maintain that.
Because sometimes people just really, and I would say that they even do this with people they love, but they just be in their own little bag where they'll say things just to get their shit off.
Mm-hmm.
Like getting their shit off is way more important.
Right.
And I don't really take those things personally so much to the point where I'm like, oh, you did something to me. I look at it like, bro or sis dealing with something right now. Especially if we got a good history.
Mm-hmm.
I don't just go off and be like, no, you fucked up. You showed your hand.
Right.
No, that ain't how I see that. Because they did a lot of great shit for me and with me before that. So now it's like, okay, bro dealing with something.
Where's it coming from?
And I have lately, I'll say for the last few years, I've been trying to stay in a space where I'll be lighthearted about the situation. As a way, for one, it helps me not be inflamed and want to do something or want to cut. You know, because I've had plenty of times where I want to cut a motherfucker verbally so bad, like really cut like to the core.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, your kid's dirty. Like type shit. Like your kid's dirty and you beat your wife, nigga.
Nigga, kid's dirty, damn.
So, little dusty ass kids, you take care of your babies, nigga. I'll fuck you up. But I be wanting to say shit like that, but instead I'm like, I crack a joke.
Yeah.
Let's lighten this up. It's kind of like dealing with my girlfriend when I got one. I do now. But here I go again, right? Yeah, just leave me alone, y'all. Hey, love, how you doing? So it's kind of like dealing with your girlfriend. And okay, one of my rules is if we argue, we gotta go get ice cream after.
Okay.
Like I gotta lighten this atmosphere.
Yeah.
And for me personally, after 9, I'm not talking about no argument. I just won't do it. It ain't that important.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
We're eating ice cream, watching a movie, or fucking at 9.
We're sleeping.
Sleeping with some footsie shit. We will de-escalate this energy because you got to do it on purpose.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the tone. That's the thing, right? If you be the person with the harsh tone, it's also on you to understand what you're doing. Because if you don't understand what you're doing, you're out of your mind. Right? You're insane at that point.
There are people who don't understand the output for real. They really don't get it. They don't understand their output because they feel like, and I ain't gonna say that. I think sometimes people make excuses about it. You know how you talk to people, and you know your tone ain't necessarily the best.
And so it's on you. To me, it's on the aggressor to de-escalate or change the atmosphere.
Like,
of course, maybe the person who's getting talked to should try to do it. Like, hey, chill. But if you know your tone is kind of wild, if you can acknowledge that, it's on you for one to have an apology. You know, hey, I needed to say what I said to you, but I'm sorry how that shit came out. But I don't want to talk to you like that. I apologize. Let's have a drink.
Look at words as energy.
They are. They're spells. They're magic.
Look at them as energy.
They're powers.
Like, for example, if you're talking with somebody, y'all having a conversation, it's a conflict, right? And all of a sudden, cuss words get implemented into the conversation. You're going to feel a certain way. You know, the conversation is going to take a different tone now. You know what I'm saying? It's going to escalate the conversation. It's going to escalate the conflict. So be aware of that. And acting like that it didn't happen, that don't fly. You know what I'm saying? Imagine throwing energy at people. So if you're throwing that kind of energy, if it gets thrown back, don't get upset.
You feel me?
And don't get upset if it gets miscommunicated, that you're hostile or that you're not reasonable, you know, or that, you know, you mean certain things when you say certain things because you're using certain tone.
Right.
It's like, damn, you said it.
Let me find out you was about to say misconstrued.
Misconstrued.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, it's like, oh fuck, it's 8:04. Gotta get to this music. But you know what I'm saying? These are things to think about, and really, if you think about it, the tone he and I are talking in is really how you should communicate through conflict. Hey, like it helps, but if you gotta, I could say this and still say what the fuck I gotta say. Hey, no, hey bro, you fucked up right now. I don't need to yell at you.
Mm-hmm.
No, that was some fuck shit. You my brother, so I gotta tell you. And if you need my help, some help that I can give to help you fix it, you know what I'm saying? You need a couple dollars. We need to go for a drive.
Mm-hmm.
You need to vent to me. Come on, give it to me. I'll do that sometime. Like, hey, give it to me. Whatever you got. Even if he's at me, like, oh, vent. Go ahead, let it out. Because sometimes I got space for that.
One of the best feelings is actually having that out. Like if I don't know if women even do that, but when men have to actually engage like that, like, no, nigga, I gotta get this off. No, I gotta get this off too. Okay, cool. I'm gonna sit here, get it off. You sit here and get it off. We just gonna get it off. And pause. Like we actually have to purge this out. You know what I'm saying? Like you feel you got to stance on something. I got to stance on something, and we got conflict. But it's out of love. Like I know when we leave here, I don't know how we're gonna leave here, but we definitely gonna leave here together.
And it's like, and half the time you'll realize it ain't even about right or wrong. It's just y'all need to say what y'all needed to say.
Perspective. Yep.
Getting that energy up out of you.
Yep. And being understood, being heard.
Knowing you can say that to your brother or your sister, and it's like, okay, you got that off.
Yep, I get this shit off. Yep, it's a relief.
And it's not about who right or wrong all the time. Sometimes it's just about perspective, like you just said. Like, you assaulted me. How am I gonna tell you? I didn't assault you, motherfucker. Like,
it's some kind of like assault.
if you feel like I assaulted you, it's not a good idea for me if I want this person in my life. Because ego will take a lot of people out of our life, but it's not your place to be like, no, you don't try to
don't deflect.
Don't try to I was about to say
distract.
Decalcify.
Definitely no decalcify.
Don't decalcify the pineal gland, the third eye. You fucking got calcium build up in your pineal shit.
You know what I'm saying?
No. Invalidate.
Yep.
There's no need to invalidate the other person's feelings or the way their perspective. There's no need to invalidate. It's, hey, you insulted me. Man, I'm sorry. First of all, because I don't want to make you feel like that. But maybe if you can help me, how did I insult you? So I know not to do that shit again.
Yep. How do you see it?
And if they tell me that and I don't agree with it, I'm still not like, I'm like,
that wasn't my intention.
That wasn't my intention, bro. I'm sorry.
Right.
At least I know not to say that to him.
You know what I'm saying? Or say it that way.
Because that's what's important. How they, within reason, how they want to be communicated to.
Mm-hmm.
Or communicated with.
Yep.
That's the important thing.
If you give a shit to maintain that, yes.
I don't have to have my ego be so big. No, fuck that shit. All right, I'll be honest. I'm fortunate, right? We're fortunate. I'm a fly guy, so I don't need that validation.
It's true.
So it's easier for me to, we're above average niggas around here, so we don't need to do that in order to feel validated.
Right.
After the show, somebody gonna call us. Good ass show, niggas. We good. We get so okay. Understanding it's a little easier for us, but even in those positions though, some of them niggas still can't. They still don't have that understanding, and that's why they're blessed and they don't need to react this way.
That's one thing that I'm really, really.
Trosh.
Shout out to the boy Trosh. That's one thing I'm really, really proud about myself. And I pat myself on the back about that because I know the challenges that I go through with my ego. And I know the challenges that I go through with managing my tone sometimes. Because I'm an asshole.
And I've even seen your growth over the last couple of years.
It's been a challenge. It's been a challenge.
And I think it's good that it's a challenge.
It's been awesome.
If you can acknowledge that it's a challenge, it being a challenge is good because you steady whooping that challenge's ass.
It's one of those situations where you really do have to go into self, like on a in the moment thing. In the moment. Yeah, it really you got to have like your radar on.
Like this is who you are, but you got to balance it out. Like somebody asked me, why don't you cheat? I say, because I'm a cheater. And they like, what do you mean? I'm like, I'll do that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing that stops me from putting myself in spaces where that's going to be a thing. I'm going home. I'm going the fuck home tonight. For one, I just happen to like being where I pay rent at.
Mm-hmm.
but also, by the time I get to the crib, whatever that temptation was,
it's gone.
My face is a pussy by the time I get home, so I ain't really thinking about it.
I know that sometimes I can communicate harsh, or not even harsh, but direct. You know what I'm saying? Almost without emotion. So sometimes it can be dismissive. And I know that. Sometimes the asshole part of me just rises up. It just rises up. And I got to catch it because it'll be justified sometimes. It's like, oh, slow down. Hey. Don't sit down somewhere. we ain't talking like that right now. We finna use this language over here.
Assholes rising up is insane.
That's crazy. That's wild. That's wild. That puckery.
Fuck. All right. No, for real. But
shit. Hey. Let's erase that out of the. Let's erase that out.
We'll find a way.
Let's erase that out of the show.
Yeah. We're gonna figure it out. But hey, man, we're gonna have more on this because I don't know if we dove into the perspective you brought up.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
We're gonna deal with that when we come back, man. Next up, what I'm gonna do? I want to do some old Dub on the wrist, man.
Shout out to the boy Dub, man.
Shout out to boy Dub, right way, pun intended.
Right way.
Dub on the wrist, man. Let's go.
Yeah. Definitely hot. Yeah. I spit the lot on the wrist. I get it popping the bits. My nigga, we are in the building. And you boys is not on the list. I got a lot of them pissed. Check with like lottery picks. I could go pop me a whip, but instead I spent all of my guap on my wrist. I spit a lot on the 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 wrist. My nigga, we are in the building. And you boys is not on the list. I could go pop me a whip, but instead I spent all of my guap on my wrist. All of my watches got all of these rocks and the bitches is shocking. The niggas is spotting. My niggas be mobbing. We take off your knocking. We run shit you jogging. Like, boy, what's the problem? My niggas was shopping and hitting the lots and maneuver from law while we making the profit. She hurting the jaw cause the little chick was slobbing. I got her in all. She said my D was awesome. All of this bliss on my wrist was all just a wish on the list. Bro, this like cannot be real. I might go pinch me a pitch. Next, I might cop me a grill. Nah, I ain't really into that shit. I'ma just Netflix and chill with a chick that'll kneel like she came to protest. I got the game by the neck. And brother, I came to finesse. But the chill on my wrist, got me fly as a bitch. You would think that it came with a jet. My nigga, I'm famous as X. Chick said I'm flaming the best. She said that I'm reeking. I love how she thinking. I'm peeping. The brain is the best. These niggas, they bore me. They cannot distort me. I rap till I'm 40. They try and ignore me. They switch up the story, but doing it poorly. Don't test me like Rory. Put that on my shorty. They cannot destroy me. These niggas is dorky. I'm destined for glory. My exes adore me. The chick just be horny. I press like employee. I'm in this bitch and you could never abort me. Hospital lot on the wrist. I get it poppin' the bitch. My nigga, we on the building. And you boys is not on the list. I got a lot of them pissed. Checkers like lottery picks. I could go cop me a whip, but instead I spent all of my drop on my wrist. Hospital lot on the 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 wrist. My nigga, we on the building. And you boys is not on the list. I could go cop me a whip, but instead I spent all of my drop on my wrist. Spent the whole lot on the wrist. I'm talking a lot on the wrist. My bitch is probably pissed because I ain't copping that shit. Went to go shop for the wrist and spent the whole shop on the wrist. And now my wrist proper. I better get topped up when I'm walking back in the crib. They don't believe me, this shit wasn't easy. I swear that these niggas underwear. Wrist looking cheesy, the chicks just be easy. Can't even leave on the underwear. They see me on TV and hit me on CDs. It's really no need to try and compare. Cause boy, I go hard and nigga, these bars will fuck around in your whole career. These niggas is foolish, they are the three stooges. But nigga, I do this, my niggas got Rugers, an inch in the shooting. So nigga, just cool it before I just lose it. And blood will be oozing, your girl will be choosing. The next will be screwing, you bet you'll be chewing. I had your chick truing, relationship ruined, my patience is ruined. That money talking, I be speaking it fluent. Hospital lot on the wrist, I did it popping the bitch. My nigga, we on the building. And you boys is not on the list. I got a lot of them pissed. Checkers like lottery picks. I could go cop me a whip, but instead I spent all of my drop on my wrist. Hospital lot on the 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 wrist. My nigga, we on the building. And you boys is not on the list. I could go cop me a whip, but instead I spent all of my drop on my wrist.
Tick tick tock, tick tick tick, tick tick tock, tick tick tick, tick tick tock, tick tick tick. Still the MVP of the winning team. It's game time again at the line shooting threes. Got the crowd on their feet like, who is he? Trying not to lose my cool and make a scene. Give a thought, good dick that'll make her scream. I never flew her out, but she looked fly with me. The bitch a college graduate, her head Ivy League. I dropped out like yeah, put my heart in the streets. In this rap game, I'm a first round draft pick. Shit is getting drastic, your measures better match it. I'd rather bury niggas than ever bury the hatchet. But for the sake of my image and brand, I'm relaxing. Blowing greenhouse gases, dumping ashes. Pouring champagne glasses, just a habit. We don't do this for the clout, y'all can have it. Take the work and make it disappear like magic. Never did it for the clout, y'all can have it. We get the work and we put that shit in traffic. We stay ready, never miss a day of practice. Going hard for all the times we ain't had shit. Game time, game time. Let's rock, let's rock, let's rock. Game time, game time, game time. Let's rock, let's rock.
It's a great divide, just don't be mistaken with how you take a side. Cause I can redirect on you niggas and never break a stride. I can still respect if you lose and you never take a dive. I play this game hard, I must never go off what they advise. I play it wise, I peep that shit and I move back, yeah, analyze, open the tool shack. I was hoping to do that, I've been scoping your groove hack. I must admit I'm with the shit all back on the 2-track. Nigga, they trying to figure out the way he's going. If I make a shot, I'm taking 80 more. If I miss a shot, I'm taking 80 more. Different level of work, still trending from the day before. Hey, nigga, act loud, get it back loud. Yeah, nigga, that child about to pass out. That nigga about to crash out. Nigga, that's wild. You wanna find out what I am, nigga, that's how.
Never did it for the clout, y'all can have it. We get to work and we put that shit in traffic. Stay ready, never miss a day of practice. Going hard for all the times we ain't had shit. Game time, game time. Let's rock, let's rock. Game time, game time. Let's rock, let's rock. 43rd.
Go, backstabbing, disloyal. Oh, never was a friend, you a foe. Oh, and coming to the next level. Oh, me said go, backstabbing, disloyal. Oh, never was a friend, you a foe. Oh, and coming to the next level. Oh, me.
Trush. The fucking nerve. You about to choke on your fucking words. Said it to them, but I fucking heard. You not for me, it's a fucking purge. Did the work and that was just a verge. Just my luck that I adjusted first. Cause the way they move is just a fucking surge. Now the way I'm moving, yeah, must have hurt. Boy, nothing worse. Cool with it, nigga. Y'all stories got a fool in it. It ain't always what it seems. It's a lot of bad bitches with a dude in it. Trash actions at a new limit. Yeah, they mad at me cause I'm doing it. Now anybody wanna say they peace? All I got is a cool 2 minutes. Yeah, I'm off foot. Please miss me with the off looks. I was feeding niggas, but it's off books. How the fuck you even get to talk when you can't need? Tell me what the walk took. Never been the one that back and forth. I believe niggas till I caught bullshit. Seeing sheep, but then I caught wolf. Nigga, what?
Go, backstabbing, disloyal. Oh, never was a friend, you a foe. Oh, and coming to the next level. Oh, me said go, backstabbing, disloyal. Oh, never was a friend, you a foe. And coming to the next level. Oh, me.
Lately I've been feeling some sense, don't know what the shit really could be. Even day one's getting up to me. They style a little choppy for me. They be two-faced, come Harvey dancing on politics. This ain't no parliament. David listen, everything get the innocent scoop, then tell my business like a journalist. Just give a little taste. I ain't think painted, but feed them with long hair scrolls. Guess we get a little race. Won't even wait power when I smoke a little cool. We not when the last day. Well, the fake is the real. When last gotta be the new truth. Now that your body, your story is bulletproof. I leave them all dead while they lay in their living room. Right to the chest, shots hit harder than gin. I guarantee your death is absolute. Put a price on your hand. Let's see if they yelling or with their head straight to the ticket bowl. Think it's a feast, get smoked by the typical. Then we make chicken soup. Nah, your niggas gon' eat from you. Let these goofies speak bad on my man. So ain't no promo when he getting interviewed. I been the blood like the shit is a carrot. So if he ain't dizzy, I spin him again. Third shit, finish him, hit him again. Rather so you as my friend. Yeah, a lot about your character, but this ain't a movie when we shoot again. Call a big eagle, little Chucky, my nigga. I guess you're really gonna be friends with it.
Go, backstabbing, disloyal. Oh, never was a friend, you a foe. Oh, and coming to the next level. Oh, me said go, backstabbing, disloyal. Oh, never was a friend, you a foe. Oh, and coming to the next level. Oh, me then.
Shoptalk 7 in the building. We up top. We get down. It's your boy Tony Media MONIX.
I am Get This D Smith in the house.
Shoptalk 7, man. Shout out to the chat. Who we had in the chat? We had a couple people in the chat.
Yeah,
had the net in the chat.
I see. What up, auntie motherfuckers in the building?
You hear me? Stretch in the chat.
Auntie, shout out to the boys, Street Boy Stretch, man.
Sko Day in the motherfucking building. Sko Day Rivera's in the fucking building.
Shout out to Sko, man. Lisa Blair. Hey, Lisa.
Dirty Eagle in this motherfucker.
Lisa Blair in the building, man. Hey, hold on. Who's that? What a AB. Mitra Bernay is in the building. Hey, what's going on, freak?
I thought you were talking about A-Bud. I was about to start singing. AB, what's the problem?
Shout out to Mitra Bernay, man. Make sure y'all tune in for Freaky Food for Thought right here on my radio Chicago, where it is more than radio from 9 to 11, man. Follow on Shoptalk 7 every Monday night right here on my radio Chicago.
You under dig me. So soundtrack, back to this motherfucking soundtracks. We don't do playlists. That's a cuss word.
We don't do playlists at all.
Cuss word.
Do that shit.
We do soundtracks.
Some people do it, and it's okay if you're into that kind of thing.
It's okay for them.
It's okay if you're into that kind of thing. You know, our palate's a little bit different, so we
All
like
right,
soundtracks.
just know if we hear you niggas say soundtrack,
well, you know where you got it
we
from.
know where you got it from, and it's okay because we innovate culture around
do
here.
that too.
I'm totally fine with innovating culture. So motherfucking soundtrack, man. We got start off with Dub with On the Wrist. I got a lot on the wrist. I get it popping, little bitch. Hey, that's my joint. That's an old school Dub right there.
Shout out to Dub.
The next up was Game Time. Cypher Sick featuring Trosh.
Trosh.
I love that. Another 2 Official track.
2 Official. Shout out to 2 Official, dude. 2 Official is one of the best producers
out here
in Chicago.
If he don't win
for real.
all the award
Straight
shows,
up.
I don't know. I got it, maybe. Uncle John III. Uncle John, I got to shout out him.
Dope too.
He been doing some shit.
Yeah.
Here we go. The last one we just played was Bad Blood. This is some soundtrack shit. First of all,
shout out to Lisa Blair too.
This is some shit that should be sync licensed. Dirty Eagle featuring Trosh and Lisa Blair.
Yeah.
I had never heard Lisa Blair get busy. I heard about her. I met her. They had a show with Dre, Versatile, Skyline Radio. I don't know if they're still doing it, but that's what they was doing when I met her. I didn't even know she sang until I heard this shit.
Shout out to Lisa Blair. She spit?
Nah, I never heard her spit.
Okay.
This her singing on that.
Hey, Lisa, you rap too?
I wouldn't be shocked.
All right, Lisa, let me hear Lisa rap, man.
Shout, man.
Shout out to Lisa Blair, man.
Big shout out to the soundtrack and every artist on it.
Yeah.
We're gonna get back to this joint though. The message or the tone revisited. What was that angle? You remember the angle that you was coming with?
Yeah. So I was listening to it was Charleston White, of course, which is
when he on, man.
When he on.
He's usually on.
You question his methods, and I understand his methods, but when he talking for real, he be making a lot of sense.
He's gonna give you the shock value first.
He definitely gonna give you the shock value first, but if you could, swap that to the side a little bit, he really do got some solid messages.
That nigga be like, I'll torture my kids.
Yeah, he's all
and then make sense of it somehow. Yeah. Like what the fuck?
No, Playboy. Cause
hold on, I'll let you talk.
Yeah. That was Charleston White, man. If you're in Chicago, come holler at us, man.
Oh God, we gotta clip this and I'm gonna send it to him. Charleston White invitation.
But he was talking about how when you talk to the youth, he's like, how you talk to him, he cuss him. He cuss at him, he talk to him like he talked to grown people because he's saying, the music cuss at him, music talk to him. I was watching the interview he did with Cam Newton.
Okay.
And I watched the whole thing.
He's been having some hot button interviews lately.
Yeah. Shout out to Cam Newton. I've seen some of the clips from the show, but I decided to watch the whole thing all the way through. And he a character.
Of course.
He's definitely a character. But one of the things he was talking about was his tone. And Cam was asking him about the tone. And, when you say certain things, I think people can't get with the tone. And one of his points was, you want to talk to the kids. I go to the school, I talk to kids. I'll talk to the motherfuckers the same way I talk to you motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's like, you cuss at the kids? He's like, yeah, I cuss at these motherfuckers. You got to talk to them the same way that the music is talking to them. This is their language. You know what I'm saying? So you got to talk to them in a certain way. Like you try to come to them with this calm, reasonable tone, you know what I'm saying? They're going to shit in your face. Because that's not how they communicate. You got to, hey, motherfucker, get your ass on over here and blah, 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 blah. You got to talk to them in that way. And I kind of understand that because, shit, growing up, we got to talk to a certain way. It wasn't always, hey, guys, chill out, relax. Most of the time it was, hey, it came with a cuss word or 2 or 3. Shit, sometimes the whole sentence was cuss words.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? So,
damn motherfucker.
We had to learn the difference. We had to learn to understand communication and learn how to understand tone very, very early. You know what I'm saying? So how you feel about that though? Do you feel like you feel like he's right about that? Like if you're gonna talk to the kids or talk to anybody, you gotta talk to them in a language that they understand. You gotta meet them where they're at.
Well, I don't know if it was a hadith or the Quran, but it said Allah will send you a messenger from amongst the people. Speak that language. It's very necessary to speak a motherfucker's language.
Mm-hmm.
What do you understand? I'll approach you that way.
Right.
You go into, I guarantee you go into La Venderia or one of these, whatever they call this, the Spanish, the Latin, the Mexican stores.
La Vendetta.
Yeah, that's
La Vendetta.
You feel me? Cantinas or whatever. I'm sorry, I'm Mexican.
You talking about the bodega?
I'm talking about the Taco Bells, really. The cantina, the Taco Bell. No, but for you go into one of our Mexican neighborhoods, and if you speak Spanish in one of them stores, some of them stores, it gets you a longer way.
It will.
You know what I'm saying? Like I know a lot of Arab Muslims who fuck with me because I attempt to understand their culture.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
You care enough
and I deal with them that way.
Yeah, you care enough to try.
So now kids, sometimes some kids, especially when you're an authority figure over those kids, you gotta say, hey, what the fuck? It is what it is. This is the world. This is what they got. This is what they've gotten used to. So I'm gonna meet you where you at with care. You know, I'm gonna do it with care. I don't want to be reckless with it. So you can, so I can talk to you.
Right.
So I can get your attention. You know what I'm saying?
Which
like some ladies you can talk to will say, hey, love, blah, blah, blah. And you got them. Some women, you got to be damn rude sometimes, right? Some people, hey.
Yeah.
Because, you know, there was a lot of ladies, if they fuck with you, they respect authority in a weird kind of way.
That's true.
And it's just, how do you, if I know how to get your attention, I got to get it.
There's some women who shut down the minute they hear something that they don't like. They'll ignore the whole message. I mean, some people, let's just reduce that to women, but there are some people who will shut down the minute they hear something they don't like and will use that as a reason to ignore the message.
You feel me? And we all know that's not the move. If man or a woman, if they tell me what to do, the first thing I'm doing is listen. Because I'm like, maybe this is serious. And you don't always need to put a cherry on top.
You don't always need to put a cherry up.
The first thing I'm doing is listen to make sure I heard what the fuck I heard. Like, okay, fair enough. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes I might have to, hey, nigga, wait a minute.
And what I also understand too is it's situational as well.
Yep. Got to read the room.
It's a situation like you're at work, you know, and your boss tells you to do something. That may not be the opportunity for you to say, hey, tell me a better way. Or say it a different way.
Not right there.
Not right. You know what I'm saying?
Not on the spot. Let's talk about it later.
If you got fires to put out, you know, you got certain things that need to be done like right now, you know, to keep things moving. He may spare or she may spare some politeness in telling you to do something. That ain't the time for you to cling to tone. You know what I'm saying? As a reason for you not doing your job.
Nah, fuck that.
Fuck, like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna fuck up the whole mission because I don't like how you said it.
Like, some things you just need to eat and keep going. Like, that's just, you know, because the tone ain't really the issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one of the things that I use when it comes to dealing with that. Tone of message. You know, did they mean more the tone or did they mean more the message? You know what I'm saying? Like that helps me figure out
what the message was about. Says a lot to me because it could show you what the sense of urgency could have been.
That'll explain the tone.
You did.
Yeah, oh, I see why. It's an emergency. You need me to move. Okay, I get you.
Like, hey, nigga, get the bag right now.
Telling me to get the bag. Who you talking to?
I'll deal with that later.
The money's in the bag. It's on fire. Oh, shit.
Which is why you deal with that later. I can pull you to the side. Hey, bro, what the fuck?
Right. We always burnt $1 million in that bag.
You know what I'm saying? Because you want to
argue the tone.
Accept the sense of urgency.
Yeah. So sometimes you just got to eat that.
And with that, this is why it's always good to be mindful or be more intentional about how we communicate with people. When you shooting them shit, you shooting the shit. That's that. But you know what I'm saying? This is why I try to be careful with words. I try my best to not insinuate anything. I just want to say what I'm saying. Now, I didn't mean what you just said I meant. I said what I said. Your shoe is on the wrong foot. I didn't mean you can't dress. I said your shoe is on the wrong foot. That's all I'm trying to say to you.
People need to be more intentional about. I really, really wish people were more intentional about how they communicate it. I think we get to a place where we use communication so loosely that it's almost like if you take it serious, you know, you the outlier.
We say fuck the definitions of words. We say fuck the context. You should that ain't how I meant it. You said fuck your mother, nigga, like I'm supposed to take it.
Damn, nigga, you so serious. Why you taking it so serious?
Like, why you joke with me? Why would you joke with me?
Damn, man. You know that. You getting all serious about this shit. Yeah, I ain't know.
Like somebody came on my post, especially I don't usually talk to him, and didn't disagree with the point I made. Say, that's a fucking problem. You niggas is fucking nuts. And I'm like, my response to him was, you realize what you're saying. Hey, right? Bro, why you got to do me like that? Yeah. Don't take it so serious, man. I was just playing.
No, nigga. Nah, I really want to double down on it.
Like, is that how you play with niggas? You know, we don't talk like that, bro. You don't know me.
And then because you're online, it's supposed to be something you don't take serious. You're supposed to overlook that.
It's not just Facebook. Facebook has ruined marriages.
You're choosing.
The use of Facebook has ruined marriages.
You're choosing to communicate with me. You're choosing the words that you're using to communicate whatever it is you want me to understand. So why are you mad at me because I'm taking what you put on the table?
And that shit probably wasn't even directed at me for real.
It wasn't. It was just
you dealing with something else.
It was energy spout.
Projecting.
Yep. It was an energy spout. That's all. He found an outlet and let it ride, which is what people tend to do. But again, you know, I wish people would really pay more attention to how they communicate, man, because the way you communicate helps other people understand how to communicate, if that makes any sense. I know you ain't responsible for nobody else. You're not. But we all learn how to communicate from everybody else around us. Everybody. So if you are talking to people and you're not trying to give a shit about how you communicating, what's going to stop anybody else from caring? Or what will make anybody else care? Especially if it comes to communicating with you. Yeah. So think about the people you're communicating around your circle with and ask yourself, is that something you really do need to check?
What's interesting is I can honestly say that most of the people who, if they start off yelling at me, if I reply with a modest tone, that shit stopped. Hit to the ego, for sure. But the modest tone, not adding fuel, more times than not, they stopped. They stopped with that bullshit. Hey man, look. You know what I'm saying? I can hear what the fuck you're saying because you ain't triggering me.
I got a perfect example of this. So while I was with my son this weekend, right? Shout out to Jesse Parks, by the way. Shout out to the boy JP in the building, man. I was with my son this weekend. They had a football tournament over in DeKalb, over at Northern Illinois University. Yeah, so they had a tournament this weekend, football tournament. And my son did something I didn't like, right? He just did something I didn't like, but I ended up getting in his ass about it. And he replied to me like, Dad, can you not cuss at me? Right? I said it again. He's like, Dad, could you not cuss at me? And I had to dial it back a little bit because I'm like, okay, I realize he's communicating. Even though I mean what the hell I'm saying, and he knows I mean what I'm saying. It was like, okay, cool. If you're mature enough to say that, I'll reward that in the moment. Because right now, you really don't want to hear me say any goddamn thing. But you're respectful enough to ask me, hey, could you just like not fire off the energy? I'm like, okay, cool, no problem.
And that's dope because he's telling you in the moment.
He's telling me in the moment. And I'm like, okay, but I mean what I'm talking about. Don't think we done with this. I mean what I'm talking about, but I got you on that. You know what I'm saying? I respect that. And that's, again, me trying to teach him how to communicate. You know, I can't sit up here and just yell at you and not understand that I'm teaching you how to communicate. So I got a point to make. Yes, I'm going to say what I got to say. And most of what I got to say, you ain't going to like. You're just not going to like it. That's the position. That's, you know, that's, I didn't like a lot of stuff that my dad said, and he meant it and he was being honest, but his tone and his position made it uncomfortable. So I didn't want to hear the shit. So I understood it. So I let him know that. Like, most of the stuff I say to you, you probably going to disagree with just because of the tone. But if you stick with me, you understand that I'm telling you for a reason. So normally we'll come around, even if you don't like it in a moment, we'll come around to where we can talk about it again, and he understands it.
But you decided to respect the fact that he was mature enough to say, Dad, listen, Dad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you don't, because even though he's your son, you don't necessarily know where his headspace is in that moment.
Mm-mm. But I do understand that he had a headspace. And
that he was able to acknowledge.
Yeah, he got a headspace. So it needs to be respected.
When your kids can do that,
it has to be respected.
Yeah.
I grew up with a lot of parents, a lot of older people saying, you know, you kid, sit down and shut up, you know, be seen, not heard, that kind of thing. And I can remember talking and saying shit, probably out of term too, but I was right. But at the same time, I was a kid. So it was like, man, say the kid plays. But it's like, damn, you ain't respecting my voice.
Like, because that's the deflection when we don't know. We know we ain't right, or we know we full of shit right now. So shut the fuck up because I'm the adult.
Especially when you point out the obvious and shit.
Only time I can lie, only time my dad did that to me was when I'm meddling in grown folks' business.
Yeah.
He's talking to his buddies now. This ain't for you, nigga.
Yeah.
But what the fuck I said now?
Get about it.
You know, fuck out of here.
Grown folks talking.
What you doing?
Don't you want to hear nothing you gonna repeat.
Right.
Fuck about it.
You know?
But yeah, tone is definitely tone versus message. My pops, when he would talk to us, he would give it to us raw. In the dough. I remember my father sugarcoating shit. So I grew up hearing the tone and the cuss words and all that, and understanding that my pops meant my pops loved me through all this shit. Like I understood it, but it was like it's a weird way of showing me love, but it makes sense that you want to keep me safe. So you telling me all this harsh shit. I get it.
Man, you know what I think hindered my pops when I was a kid? I had this reverence for him, right? He's my superhero.
Mm-hmm.
And I never wanted to disappoint him. So I just stayed out the way. Like I would not put myself in spaces where I could disappoint him. And when he talked, it was no pushback. I think that hindered his. I'm a kid, I can't help it, right? But I think that's hindered his ability to parent.
Would you not push it back?
Yeah, me not having nothing to say, me trying my best not to cause a problem.
Well, that's what most kids do.
I'm saying, right, but I'm saying,
you know what I'm saying? Like if you,
it seems like I didn't get a lot of direction because I was so laid back. Like I just coasted. And I didn't, my pops wasn't real proactive with the messages.
So that was your fault?
No, not my fault.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that
you feel like you were more independent.
I wasn't even independent. I just stayed out the way. So my whatever I might have needed wouldn't have been noticed. So okay. I damn near convinced my kids to get in trouble. Like, be yourself. You're gonna make some mistakes. It's cool. Like my pops tried to keep me from making mistakes. And you damn near got them. Your kids need to make mistakes so you can see something about their personality.
Well, don't every parent want their kids not to make mistakes? That's what we get yelled at.
Yeah, right. But to me, that's like I'm not going to use the word failure. To me, you're running from something as a parent. Maybe you don't realize it at the time. And the reason I'm saying you're running from something as a parent is you want your kids to behave this way that you said, because you don't, I feel like, I ain't saying because of this, but what's happening is you're not knowing who your kids really are. Because your kids might be the type, they might not be like you in this way. Mm-hmm. And to me, you need to know that.
So you feel like, due to your situation, he
didn't have to worry about me.
Okay.
And that, I feel like, once again, not my fault. I'm a kid, not his fault. Hell, I don't know. I don't know what he's been through as a kid. Not everything.
And he didn't have a playbook to
you feel me?
To raise you with. So.
He just wanted to keep me safe. That's all he gave a fuck about. That I was safe. But I was since I was very mild mannered, I wasn't cultured enough as a kid. I didn't experience things. I didn't cause moments where my father had to sit me down and say, "Hey, son, look," and since he didn't have to do it, he didn't do it.
You did. He probably didn't know about him. I did it once, bro. I had somewhere I was fighting gangbangers down the street. Okay. Only time.
You
ain't stuck no girls in no crib. You ain't stuck into no chick's crib or nothing like that. You ain't
never
have a pregnancy scare or nothing like that. You ain't
nothing like it. The whole time I was as a kid. Mild mannered. I had the gang fights that was summer. I joined the gang when I was 12. He beat it out of me the next day, so we had no more problems with that.
Look at that short career.
You feel me? Like you
say he kept you out of jail.
And I was on a high horse too, right? Because I joined the gang and they was trying to jump me in, and it didn't go so well for them. Mm-hmm. So I'm on a high horse, nigga. I'm on the mode, so you can't tell me shit at this time. You know what I'm saying?
They said some little niggas try to jump you.
We 12, bro.
Nigga, you was probably 6'3" at 12.
No, I was
what we talking about?
I was 5'4", believe it or not, I was 5'4" at 12. But so those two instances, no lot of in between nuanced type shit. It was just a couple of big things. You know what I'm saying? And like even in the Navy, I'm so mild mannered. In the Navy, in the military, they'll tell you you need a good NJP if you're gonna make rank, because then you'll find yourself in front of a mentor more easily.
So do you think your father? You think that changed his tone or his message? Like
I think it called a lack of a message.
Lack of a message.
Yeah.
Do you feel like his focus was more on keeping you safe and just?
He didn't need a lot of. As long as I don't know if his focus was on keeping me safe. He knew I needed to be safe. And because I was mild-mannered, that kept me safe a lot.
Yeah.
Also, because he was my father, it kept me safe. Mm-hmm. I got a couple of passes because all that struck, son. Don't trip. Mm-hmm. I got a couple of passes because of that. So his reputation kept me safe too. But I just think that since I never caused a stink, he didn't have to come see about me that much. Because my mild-manneredness allowed him to be caught up in his bullshit. Chasing his hoes, and you know what I'm saying? He didn't have to come see about me too much.
So he felt like as long as you was,
so he could leave me here, and he know unless they shooting at me, I'm gonna be in one piece when he get back. And I I needed that kick up the ass as a kid, and I didn't get it. I didn't even as like I said, even in the military, I didn't get that kick up the ass because I was mild mannered. I had a fight the day I got there to the ship. That was the last problem they had for me. This is June 6th, 2000. And no, that was Saturday. So June 8th, 2002, I had a fight with a Haitian guy.
You got a date for y'all and everything.
I had a fight with a Haitian guy.
Was it a sunny day? Was it sunny?
No,
Was it cloudy?
it was on the ship. So,
we
went outside. It was San Diego, so it was sunny. But the Haitian guy.
You get some bunker, did you?
No, it was on the mess deck.
We
was on the mess deck where we eat at. He walked up to me, looked at my name tag, and pointed at it. First of all, you wrong, nigga. Don't touch me. I don't know you.
First mistake.
Two, he said, "Sac passe," and I didn't know what he was saying. So I punched it right in his mouth. And indirectly, my father got me in that shit because he told me they're gonna try you because you're from Chicago.
Yeah,
that's some shit that was going on in the 80s, man. It wasn't even them women, they want to suck my dick because I'm from Chicago. They ain't trying to fight me over that. Not today, not in 2002. But yeah, I think for some of us, not making a stink as a child, not being mild-mannered, get you overlooked. Get some of us overlooked. Because not all parents are intentional.
Parenting is hard. Parenting is hard. Because you really do got to step outside your body to do it. And sometimes it ain't easy to do, especially with the real world that you got to deal with all the time. It's very difficult for you to get into the mind of your kid or try to, get into their perspective, especially when it's so far from your perspective as a kid. Shit is different, So you may grow up feeling like, all right, cool, I don't want to push my kid away, so let me not be all over their back. And that might have been your dad's approach, which is, I don't want to push him away.
Especially since I had to give him a reason.
And then coming from your mom and then coming over to him, he just wants this to be a comfortable place for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he might have, opted not to. And then if you, like you said, if you well-mannered and well-behaved and shit, he ain't got to say nothing. So it's easy to, to give you a little bit more reign or to give you a little bit more leeway and a little bit less supervision.
Yeah, I just always felt like my kids get in trouble. Taught me something as a parent. It taught me what to do in a crisis or in a just in a conflict. You talking crazy to your mom, okay? Even though I was upset at him, it's an opportunity for me to learn how to discipline my son
and learn more about them,
or learn to discipline my daughter, or learn how to conflict resolute with children, because I'm new to parenting.
That'll teach you a lot. When you want to just fire off at your kids and say what you want to say, but you realize you're dealing with an entity that's going to grow and be something else in the world, and you may be damaging the shit out of them by firing certain words at them or saying certain things certain ways without context, or even just dumping your energy out on them. Because sometimes I've seen that happen a lot, where parents, they got a hard day, struggling at work, come home, kids ain't grateful, shit ain't done, chores ain't done, fucking up in school. Now you want to dump the whole world on them sometimes. Yeah, so yeah.
Like, so I got to give a shout out to their moms because, there's my stepkids, so I got them when they was 12 and 9. Fuck, they were good kids, man. Like, well-mannered. They got in little troubles as they got a little older, but like, she just had them together.
Yeah.
And it was weird because she got like the perfect balance of friendship and parenthood with the kids. I'd never seen that before.
That take a lot of patience.
Like, it's just, I think she just loved her kids.
Could be that too.
But she wanted them to be safe and ready for the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love them. I'm fond of my kids. I love y'all. Like, y'all my motherfuckers. But hey, now we back to being motherfuckers. But hey, and I give her a lot of shit because we don't get along. But like, her the way she parents, golly, man, that shit is all fucking inspiring, bro. So
Shout out
to Teresa, man. Teresa Balding. My roommate named Teresa too. People think she my ex-wife because her name Teresa. Y'all petty as hell. But shit, niggas. It's like 8:45, man. We done talked our way all to the end of the show, man.
Shout out to the chat, man. Love y'all. Shout out to JP, man. Shout out to Jesse Parks, dude. Shout out to Jesse Parks. Shout out to Cypher 6. Shout out to Nanette, Lisa Blair in the house. Shout out to the Dirty Eagles tapping in. Shout out to Street Boys, Skull Day. You know what I'm saying? Dub. Shout out to Trosh. Yeah, man. Thank y'all for tuning in, dude.
Bad the producer, Kennedy, Giuliani Kennedy. Kennedy of the Giuliani persuasion.
Shout out to Giuliani Kennedy, man.
Dodie G Mac in the building.
Dodie G tapped in too.
Shoptalk tapped in.
Yeah. Shout out to all y'all, man. Much love to y'all.
Oh, she said she liked the beat I posted the other day. You better watch it, Shoptalk.
Beat who? What was that beat?
I made a
what?
beat. I made a beat.
Oh.
Sloan was in the fucking building.
Shout out to Sloan, man.
Ty Renee, the brand manager.
What up, Ty Renee? What up, Nikki? Shout out to Knicks, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap into Nikki Sleek Designs, man. One of our resident SBOs. Our resident SBO.
Yeah, our resident
our resident SBO.
We'll take some more.
We got room. There's more room in this hub. There's more room in this hub.
What I need to go out with, man? What I'm trying to go out with.
What are we going out with, man?
I don't know, man. Trump the president. I'm thinking pray for me.
All right, let's go.
Man,
let's go.
Troach featuring Hollow Game Bug. Pray for me, man. Shoptalk 7. See y'all motherfuckers tomorrow. Get this R&B Tuesday. Wait a minute. Oh, before we go. 27th of November.
Oh, we got a few things coming up. Shit.
30th of November.
Get the 27th. So man, shout out to the Bottle Service podcast crew, man. We're gonna be at the Wild Hair on November 27th for our third live show, man. Y'all come on through, have a good time with us. It's gonna be dope. We got a couple performances featuring Treasure Nicole, Nita Ross, and Red Blaze, I believe her name is. I got to check the flyer, man. But yeah, it's going to be dope. It's going to be dope. And on the 30th, I got to get the flyer in there. And on the 30th, man, we are at Ambitious, man, for the R&B explosion. This finna be stupid as hell. This finna be stupid. Some of the best R&B in the city will be in the house. We got shit. There's so many of them. GS the Brand, Frosh. We got Smooch Wallace. We got GS the Brand, Lamar Creations. We got Lucky and Noah. We got Nico Baby. We got I should have a flyer here. Ace the Don is gonna be there. Vita the Singer is gonna be there. Yeah. This is going down. So make sure y'all are there as well for the R&B explosion at Ambitious Entertainment 4024 South Trail, Richard Park, Illinois, man. All right, shout out to Homegirl Diva.
472.
Yeah, make sure y'all come on out there, have a good time with us, okay? And the collab. We got the collab event coming up too. 9th? December 9th? Is that December 9th?
7th or 9th. I think it's 9th.
December 9th,
yeah,
man.
At the Vibe Studios.
The Vibe Studios, man. So it's going to be stupid, man. So out to the boy Life Coach Jeff at the Vibe Studios. And the rest of the crew from the collab, man. Reggie moving forward from the nightcap. Dr. J. Shout out to Dr. J. Dr. J is doctor of everything. You know what I'm saying? Me and MONIX, man, and the homeboy Jeff, Life Coach Jeff. So yeah, it's gonna be dope. So y'all make sure y'all tune into that as well, man. What else we got going on for the year? Anything else? Is that it?
Thanksgiving dinner, nigga.
What you saying in that? What you got to say, girl?
November 19th, special ladies' night, R&D Tuesday.
Hey, you better talk to him, girl.
I used to
I do it for you.
I don't got the Tuesday shit, but I'm gonna be here.
Yeah. So it's going down. We got another ladies' night. Coming up, man. Get this D R&B Tuesday nights, ladies' night edition, dude. We got a net coming through. We got who else we got coming through? Callie Hendricks. Astro Stacks. We got Taylor LaRue.
B. Michelle.
Yes, it's going crazy, man. It's gonna be crazy though. So yeah, we got a couple things going on, dude.
Hey, man.
Y'all better tap in.
Hey, man. I'm gonna be in this bitch with juice, okay? Because that's all I got. I'm just handing out juice to the ladies.
Just trying to do our little thing around here. Trying to do a little thing around here, man. But y'all make sure y'all tune in. Thank y'all for all the support, man. Again, man. Shop Boys, much love to everybody out there, man. Thank y'all. Be back here tomorrow night. We going down.
All right, man. Who say we going out with? Trosh.
Shout out to the boy Trosh. Hollywood gang, man.
Goddamn, Donald Trump. Shoptalk 7, y'all. Let's go.
Hey, did Trump give you a call? Trosh, he call you to perform?
I know I better get my fucking stimmy. That's all I'm saying. Shout out Tatum LaRue in the chat.
Shout out to Taylor LaRue.
See you next week, love.
Yeah.
November 19th, man. Here we go, man. Shoptalk 7. Let's get it. Pray for me.
Trosh.
Been dealing with a whole lot better for me.
10 toes in, don't know how to let it go. And I've been talking to the sky like to make a way for me. If I can walk away from it now, I feel I'm anymore. Don't like to show no weakness. If you're showing love to me now, for a baby, let it keep it creeping. Feel like enough to go way off the deep end. I've been dealing with a whole lot, better pray for me. Pray for me, better pray for me. Shoulders loaded, but I think I can carry it. Did you time out? It's a lot to bear. I'm on the brink, so I bury it. But can't bring my chariot. I gotta make a new way for my people. I promised my daughter that she can live lavish. My ex had to deal with a lot of my baggage. Vowed to myself I would never be average. How success, yes, I feel like an addict. I'm at it. My days filled with building this habit of writing and getting it up off me. Don't know if it's working. I'm still going back shit. Don't want them there too, so I'm asking. Pray the Lord give me through all I'm asking. What do I do? My emotions be clashing. I'm feeling like I'm getting my ass kicked. You think this pot and this model and acting. Going too hot for some shit not to happen. Lost my composure, I get it, I'm lashing. Working against me, I give them the hatchet. Can't keep concealing this crashing. Some gotta give, not gonna live in this fashion. Happiness feel like it's giving in ration. I don't find balance, it's feeling get drastic. I've been dealing with a whole lot, better pray for me.